Ndayonduna rusesero bavenda and every tribe that has tuned in. Welcome to another special, dazzling, marvelous, elegant, beautiful show of Celebrity Couch Edition. And ladies and gentlemen, the making of art in visuals continues today with Una Rems in Ermin Fitz.
Yeah, right, man.
I'm okay, man.
That was quite an intro, man. That was cool. That was dope.
I'm trying, man.
I'm going,
Yes,
sir.
And by the way, we're coming live from MGB Sibasa. It's my first time here, man. And
really?
I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, shout out, man.
It's my first time, and I think I have to get used to this because the last time I was interviewing your cousin, I don't know if you can say your cousin or what, Major.
Oh yeah, that's my brother.
His wife was the one who introduced the makeup thing on us. And it was massive.
Yeah.
It was massive. It was massive, man. Big shout out to you and your team for bringing us here, man.
Oh, shout out. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for having me on the show.
Always, man. But speaking of your team, I want to know, why did you decide to have your younger brother as your manager?
He's dope.
Okay.
And he's always been about it, like.
Okay.
Since before he even had any like formal educational training or whatnot.
Oh, so he went to school for this?
For marketing.
Oh.
But he's had a passion and love for music.
Okay.
And he's always wanted to see my career go forward.
Charity begins at home, of course.
It's not even charity, like he's making business sense.
Sure.
But yeah, like it's dope to have someone in the family that cares about me as an individual and cares about my career and just wants to see me flourish.
So whose idea was it for him to be on part of your management?
Me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because he saw the passion.
Yeah.
What happened to your last manager?
Things happen.
What things?
Relationships just didn't work out, that's it. It's like if you were dating a girl and it didn't work out, That's it.
Let's talk about your accent, man. Where did you get this American accent?
It's not American, because even Americans don't think I sound American. But I got my accent from the TV.
Oh, from just watching TVs.
As a kid, I watched cartoons, and I think I used to mimic how they spoke.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure what so.
Mara chivenda ni amba.
Chivenda ni champ, yeah.
Utamba chivenda chiro fererao.
Chiro fererao. Una mama ifiane adintwa. Sabo gusba ko repa. Hey, they are tumandari akumba dictionary or something, you know, cuz
who wrote Takala Ro for you?
I wrote it.
That's what the
Nah.
Is it?
Yeah. He wrote his part, I wrote my part.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was the one who wrote it for you because he was sounding so dope, man.
Do people think I can't write and venda? That's crazy. Who do you think wrote Nodorari?
Somewhere, I just think you can't, I don't know why, but I think you can't articulate Chivenda to that extent.
Heaven. Danda kaka guy never.
Oh, I think we're no kaka.
Yeah.
That's just me.
No, I feel like a lot of people don't think I'm from South Africa to begin with, which makes it a problem because I think there's a new wave of like people wanting to push or support like artists from back home. You know what I'm saying? So when they think you're from out there, then they're just like, you're right here out in the America. And then there's also a group of people that don't believe in Venda.
Yeah.
So I'll be posting on Facebook, and the reason I speak in English a lot of times is, well, I'm comfortable with it, but there's also fans from around the continent, from around the world.
Sure.
So I want to include them in the conversation too. I'm like, I shop, like I will, but I'm trying to cater for as many people and accommodate as many people as possible. Yeah.
Oh no, I get you. Okay. Maybe we're about
Yeah.
I want you to say your praising. Do you know
I
it?
do not know it. My dad taught it to me like a while ago. I forgot, bro. Like
he once told you.
He once told me, yeah.
Okay. Ndiko derni pise ili ipine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tense.
My boy, you're asking for a lot.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard.
It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna fail already. I'm telling you.
Unandimu venda mubikwa.
Naive. La viva.
Sure.
Asara somewhere.
Asara somewhere.
Yeah, like zero and then like 80%.
Venda mbiko na ive la viva venda asara.
Kesela.
Niko danazo.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do some proverbs. Maybe ndiko no pazuri kuma chivenda.
Mara ngo ziva ndiko amba.
Yeah, ndiko the reckless reto.
The class ini, that's a good off.
Ndiko the reto pazuri kuma unandimu venda.
Yeah.
Musu chipi Munandin I lemurim ti bogo movement.
Polygamy, basically, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So you can have more than one person.
Apono konera. Apono konera for. Mukapi wachisima simuni wacho.
Yeah.
Ugo movement.
That one, that one's rocking me, I won't lie. Is that like you can't have your cake and eat it too?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay.
Like it's great and any Yeah, it's great and any But I can see the that's listening.
Yeah. Actually, I won't lie. Like I want to sit down and learn more about the culture, learn more about our history, Sabavenda, because there's a tribe. I think he's Swahili. Aruko exchange like words, and a lot of words sound similar. So the story is Sabavenda. Yeah.
Okay.
Sabavenda. There was a great migration from upper parts of Africa and Radapa Senepa, along with our brothers in Zimbabwe and whatnot. So there's an interesting history, and I think there's so much to uncover. Even stuff like Washabi being black Jews. You know what I'm talking about? Like yeah. So stuff like that, it's just so interesting with Diwori.
Yeah.
There's a lot that's happened within our culture, and I kind of want us to preserve that. The fact that Zunga Baera is alarming, because what does that mean for the next generation? You know? Hangabana Museum ya Venda Raguda history. Do you know that Venda had its own army? Its own banks? Like
Marawiwis.
Yeah.
They were looting.
No, I don't come about VBS. I'm talking about way back in the day.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that.
Yeah, go do your research. We had an army. We were pretty much our own government. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name, but yeah.
How old are you, Kanti?
I'm young.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm 26.
Man, I don't blame you, because I heard you like to watch documentaries a lot.
Yeah.
So
Who told you that?
Come on, I've been doing my research.
That's crazy. I don't even. Yeah,
I've been doing my research. Is it true?
Yeah. I love documentaries.
So I'm sure you have learned a lot so far.
I've been watching a lot of documentaries on space and like nature though, so not a lot of history as yet. But yeah, like I'm saying, Sungaba dope if instead of Chobringana Njinji, Rawana documentary nguzwana.
Yeah.
Just detailing vendor culture and detailing our people.
But you are an artist. Why don't you do that?
I feel like in my own right, in my own way, excuse me, I'm highlighting the culture by including certain lyrics. You don't know how many people come up to me and saying da, or like the band just came through and they learned Orkezo yesterday and they're using it just casually. Like when someone gets something right, Kezo. So that's something that picks up and becomes cool, you know?
Sure.
And we can export the culture, and that's another way to preserve it. So I'm starting out my own way through my music, the way I know how. But eventually, when the resources allow, I think I'll be able to invest in, say, a person to go do the research, a person to go, produce a whole documentary. That comes in steps, but it's not something I can do by myself.
Speaking of lyrics, I want you to tell me about Ntoto Rara, but first I want to know, how long does it take you to write a Venda song?
Depends. With Ntoto Rari, I started off like with that beat with a friend of mine. His name's Quinn.
Yeah.
Really talented producer and artist.
His name is what? Quinn?
Quinn, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not Queen, Quinn. Quin, yeah.
Oh.
A really dope dude.
Okay.
We're at a studio, played me the beat, I really loved it. I was trying to write to it, and I was trying to write in English. And I think the Venda gods were like, "Hey, boys, no.
No,
Not even, we weren't even there yet.
Okay.
I didn't know where the song was going.
Okay.
So I'm just like, bro, I love this beat, but I don't have an idea for it right now. And it's one of the few times that ever happens, because usually I'll go in the studio, make 3-4 songs a night. And then, cool, I went home and I was about to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. So I played the beat again and I just started singing Venda. And it's almost like that chorus fell into me. Huh?
You couldn't sleep because of the passion?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sure, let's go with that.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. There's certain things that keep you up. But yeah, hook came, and then I think I woke up the next day, wrote it properly. And I was there. Me and Miza had been meaning to make a song together for a while. And that's the first person that popped up into my head. I sent it over to him, and the rest is history.
Who you dedicated that song to?
To myself. It's not for anybody. I'm just saying I want someone to love me the way I am. Like,
Sure.
because I think, you know, for everybody really. I'm trying to go with Adichin
Yeah.
you know.
Especially not for anyone.
Yeah, you know.
And it's one of your songs.
Yeah. So it's beautiful, like, to find a person and of course, like, there's improving within the relationship, trying to improve yourself and, like, you know, be there for your person, but at the core or at the very, like, bottom line, just be yourself. So for me, I think even being in the limelight, it's something I'm very cognizant of. Like, when someone new comes into my life, you ask yourself, is this person here for the right reasons?
Have you found that person?
I guess, I don't know.
But you have a spouse?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, come on.
Who's my spouse?
I don't know your name. When I was doing my research, I couldn't get your name.
If you don't know the name, it's not a real thing. Yeah. Sometimes you think no one.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you pass a year when you're doing your degree, you haven't gotten the degree though.
Where can they send their CVs?
I'm still focusing on myself.
No, I feel you, man. Do you start your music career when you were in grade 4, when you recited someone's poem?
Crazy. It wasn't really me starting my career. I remember reciting Mizo's verse, actually.
That was before grade 4?
It's around that age.
Okay.
But I had written my own verse at that time too. My older brothers were the ones that were very instrumental into getting me into music, because my oldest brother, Bono, used to write songs as a Rokodaka cassette and he'd play them back, and that was so cool. I remember he even went to Idols. When he got his first golden ticket, we're just like, yo, that's crazy. Someone like Dondi. Huh?
You were admiring him?
Yeah, of course. Older brother. And then Dondi also, like, played a big role because he learned keys and guitar. And he was just the coolest guy ever, you know? And he taught me how to play keys too. So
you know how to play the keyboard?
Yeah.
Only the keyboard, or even
drums? I taught myself how to play drums.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can continue.
That was it. I just taught myself how to play drums.
Which poem were you reciting back then?
It was a verse by Mizo.
Oh, it was not a poem.
It was not a poem.
Oh.
I wrote my own poems though.
You used to, or you still do?
I mean, my poems are in verses now. Think about it.
Oh, no, I feel you.
But yeah, like, it was arts and culture or Chivenda, one of the two. And the teacher asked us to, like, come recite something and just do something in Venda. And yeah, Mizo's always been an idol. He's been at the forefront of Vend rap, so yeah.
You were looking up to him like since back then?
Still do.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Because he's the king of Vend rap after all. We all know that.
For real. Everybody knows that. They have to know. If you don't know, you have to know.
Tell them.
Yeah. Like, he's definitely seen it through, like, the different seasons and different generations. And to see him still pushing it today is beautiful. Like, one thing I live by right now is a quote I made up. You fail when you quit. And he's never quit. So he's winning.
You grew up as a smart and nerd person, apparently?
Apparently. People call me smart. I don't know.
Yeah.
I make dumb decisions sometimes.
I hate so too. And that led you to be the president of Mbiri when you were in matric.
Yeah.
How was the experience?
It was cool, man. I've always been super outgoing, and I've always wanted to see change where there should be change. So I think being in a position of influence allows me, at least because I'm aware of the responsibility, to try to steer that in the right direction. So even now, to this day, I still feel like a prefect of some sort. And
at home or just in your life?
Just in my life.
Okay.
Not in a bad way, not like I'm trying to be a teacher's pet, but like there's a responsibility I have with this influence to try to show kids, especially back here at home, you know, your dreams are valid and you can do something with your life outside of what other people tell you or other people want for you. So yeah.
What's the wildest thing you ever did the time you were still the president that you remember? Wildest
thing?
Yeah. Because we know the president or people whenever waka RC, is it Arsene? They do
RCL, yeah.
wild things, man. So, what's the wildest thing that you remember?
I've never really been a wild cat. Like, I've always been so calm.
You're
bro.
always straight.
What? Yeah.
But I don't get it, man. Why are you this calm? Is it because you come from a Christian family? You're always calm.
You should see my
neat.
dad. That's the calmest nigga like I've seen my whole life. I've seen that man angry once.
In your life.
Yeah, and even when he was mad, like he wasn't shouting.
Yeah.
But you could see he was mad. Like he was just like, and that's why I aspire to be like. I don't want anyone to move my.
No, wait, I mean.
It wasn't me that made him, man.
Who was it?
I can't remember the situation. I just remember seeing this man like fuming. But all he did was
Just that.
took a walk, came back, calm.
And
Yeah.
you were like, that's what I want to be.
It's in the genes.
No, I feel you, man. And your siblings, they're also calm, or it's just you, your dad?
Pretty calm.
All
Pretty
of them?
calm, yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the sisters?
Yeah, my sisters like take after my mom. They speak for days, but what they call?
Are they in the media space?
Nah.
It's just
Totally
you,
different.
Tundi, and him.
And Mario, yeah.
Nario.
Mario.
Oh, Mari. Oh, okay.
Matteo, yeah.
Okay, what is he doing?
Who, Matt?
Yeah.
He's in marketing.
Okay. Okay. No, I feel you. Besides being the president at Mbiri, what other activities were you leading back then?
I was part of the debate club for a bit. We tried to do drama too. I was just, like, you know, Mbiri, there's not like a lot of extracurricular activities. But I felt like that wasn't enough. So there's so much more to it than just going to school and studying, bro. Like we're multifaceted human beings, so it makes sense to kind of feed into those different things everyone's interested in. And I was never really big on sports. Like I played soccer for a bit, basketball too, although I was too short for it. But it was just nice to do something else outside of books.
Is it me or it's hot here?
It's getting hot. That phrase does not make
But
sense.
not so long and go
It doesn't make sense.
I'll go visit and go, but I'm feeling so hot, man. Yo. Okay, yeah, but you can continue.
But yeah, like I feel like we really need something that feeds into everything else. There's kids that want to, be videographers, want to be artists, want to be sportsmen and sportswomen. But we don't really have the platform to nurture those skills and talents. I have a lot of friends that were really gifted at other things outside of school, and school is really difficult. So being in an environment where you're being told you're dumb just because you can't get a math sum right was not fair. Where
that thing is hard, man.
Math, it's alright, but to each his own is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm trying to draw, when I'm trying to ruka, when I'm trying to something,
Yeah.
And the more we create an environment where that is allowed and that is nurtured and grown, the better we're gonna be as a society, especially in Novenda. I feel like the stigma has to leave, and we kind of have to create that for ourselves. I was driving past this house, Makwarera, and I saw this guy like reupholstering couches. I was like, bro, that's dope. This man has made his own thingy. I got my hair cut this morning by this lovely young lady. She's made her own business. She's busy every day, and it's beautiful to see people using their hands, using their talents and their skills, and that's kind of what I want to nurture somehow, somewhere. I used to think I want to start a school, but I think it'll be more an after-school center.
A school for?
I used to want to have a school, but I let that go because we have enough schools that are doing well. So I'll do an after-school center maybe one day for arts and sports and whatnot.
Okay. Like for sort of entertainment things.
Not necessarily entertainment, just arts. Yeah, and crafts and whatnot, yeah.
What do you think it takes for one to be a good leader? As a person, and you've been a leader before.
Courage. Because half the time, sure, you might have some more information, but you're almost just as scared as anyone else because you don't know. Bro, we don't know what's going to happen the next moment. But it takes saying, okay, cool, this is the best decision to make, and trusting that, and then moving forward. And yeah, you manage your risk. So in that way, it might not be the absolute best decision to make, but it'll at least steer you in the right direction. So yeah.
Out of all the president of SA and the previous one, who do you think was the best according to you?
I don't know. It seems like everyone's just doing what they're doing, man.
But in your perspective, who do you think was doing great?
I don't know. Like, the thing is, I could see someone be cool.
Yeah.
Because they came and did a dance or came and said something. That's all I know. I'm not sure what decisions they're making, like on the day to day.
Or maybe you're not deep into what they do.
And in politics,
You're not that deep, ne?
bro, we still have load shedding. I had load shedding when I was like in grade 4. I'm done with school. There's still load shedding.
Sure.
Why?
Sure.
I'm not a fan.
You think they're all the same, ne?
I don't think they're all the same, but they have a lot of similarities.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. If you were to be given a chance to be a leader of SA, would you accept that?
Nah, I'm good, thanks. I can advise someone. It seems like too much of a headache.
Why?
It's too much, man. Like, I think being the leader is not enough. It's not taking just one person. It has to be the whole squad. And the problem is you can get a good person that's up front. But like they say, if you're in the presence of bad company, it'll corrupt the mind, innit? So, but if everyone else around is not cooperating with you, bro, you're fighting a losing battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Let's recap back then, man. God-given group.
God-given. Damn, bro. What?
When we
Who's
were
telling
just
you this?
starting, I was doing my research, Chief. Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Really crazy.
Let's recap back then to God-given group. I had a funny story, or you guys were once went to an event, you were performing, but the CD had scratch. And kids started to boo you.
So,
Tell me about it, man.
what happened was, we stepped out. We thought we were going to be the coolest.
Sure.
Because we were thinking like NSYNC, you know? Like
It was you,
boy band vibes.
Bono,
Myself,
Major.
Bono, Major, and Tondi.
And Tony, yes.
These dudes said, "Alright, cool. Let's put on like my overall."
Sure.
And that time there was no size for me, so
And you're sure?
I was short. It already looked bad for me. So we get there, we get on stage, and it's my school. I'm the
Sure.
only one that's going there at that point.
Sure.
Yo, 10 function. Everyone's watching. I always think I was gonna be the coolest kid after this.
Sure.
We go on stage. CD. So I'm there thinking, yo, this thing's not working. Let's say, yo, it's not working and be out. My oldest brother, Bono, starts beatboxing
Sure.
and says, yeah, boys, rap. So we're there going,
The soil.
it's not making sense. There's one mic.
Sure.
He has to beatbox, someone has to rap.
Sure.
So now he's beatboxing, but then he stops and passes the mic. And now it's just a whack performance. So the kids started to boo us. And yeah, we just walked out.
And how did it felt?
It was bad, man.
Yeah,
bad.
of course. And especially it's your school.
Yeah. So I came back the Monday. It was a joke for maybe like one day, man. Yeah.
And then it passed.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the way you're always calm, you didn't took it too personal.
I'm sure it hurt back then, but that we move, ain't it? Like, yeah.
And when the
Life is
same
life.
incident happened at Royal Garden,
Yeah.
how did it felt?
It was painful. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I'm coming back home, you know? Yeah. And I guess there's an expectation already, at least in the Tanganidziwa ngorun there, yeah. But yeah, one thing or another happened, and I guess it led to that. But it made me a stronger person, made me who I am today. So I'm grateful for it. The silver lining in the dark cloud there was a lot of people started asking, who is Una Rams?
Yeah.
And I guess that's why they say any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It was like a PR stunt.
I guess.
Mara, did it work for you? Like someone did it work for you in
Yeah.
a good way?
No,
Okay.
yeah, it did. Like I'm saying, more people got to discover who I am. A lot of people were there saying, yo, how could you do this to
Stay on board.
a national treasure? Pretty much.
Mtuka waya, we-
Well, yeah, and yeah, like I'm saying, like it's built up my own inner strength. Cause you don't know how strong you are till you have to go through something, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, now I know I can face a lot of things in life. Yeah.
Who did you go to or who did you call after the Royal Garden incident?
No, I think I just stayed by myself for a bit, stay with my thoughts. Then I was like,
What were you thinking?
how could this happen? And just like, I don't know, it felt like a feeling of betrayal almost. But like I'm saying, I was like, that's actually crazy, because the next time I was going to studio, I remember going, God, like if I'm supposed to do this, like give me a song. When the studio ended up making Shy, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever made. So a blessing came out of that, like many blessings came out of that. Yeah, like it gives you so much to be grateful for. Humbles you too. Yeah.
And you never had a talk with the management of what happened or such thing?
It wasn't on them. Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe she wanted to talk to you.
Let's talk to Matthew.
No, I feel you, man. And then your managers or your management?
Yeah.
What did they say?
What can they say? Everyone was trying to understand what had happened in it. At this point, I still don't understand it, and I'm fine with it. Like, yeah.
And I'm sure your dad, because you say you're the coolest one, he told you you must not worry about it.
Pretty much something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think there's many stories of very great people. And that's kind of like how I've been going about my career. There's so many people that like things didn't just click like that and it made sense all at once. And it's kind of like a period of grooming and molding. And I feel like there's certain lessons I have to learn before I can get to the position I want to get at. So that I may have the wisdom to sustain that and not only do it for myself, but like help others grow too. So yeah.
You know, I don't know how you will take this, but I once heard someone saying, Ori, if you're doing something and you don't face bad things, know that you're not doing it the right way. But if you face bad things, know that you're...
I don't completely agree. Because now it seems like you have to have bad things happening to you for you to know you're doing good.
But
I don't think so.
Mostly it's like that.
I just think in life, when you want something, there is going to be resistance.
Yeah.
Not always, but almost always. There certainly is going to be resistance somehow. And but I feel like it's just, bro, there's lessons you have to learn. There's things you have to go through to understand and grow.
Yeah.
To grow.
Yeah.
You don't just go to class you have to study and write exams, and only when you've passed that you can move forward. I feel like life sort of has the same type of like learning exam structure. We just don't see it for that because but when the situation approaches you, how you respond is gonna determine whether you pass or not. So yeah.
I feel after all, just note that life doesn't have a manual book, so we have to learn every day.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one. I had it from somewhere.
Yeah, hey.
You have to move.
Yeah, yo.
Remove it.
I don't want to tan.
So I wanted to ask this before we paused. I'm so fascinated to know, because the way you're always calm and the way you're always clean and neat, if I should say so.
Yeah.
I'm sure girls tell you that much.
Hey man, it's interesting. Like, it's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, some girls throw bones.
Okay. When was the last time a lady tell you?
Maybe last night. I don't know.
Why are you
I was literally buying something. This lady was like, "Oh, your nails are so nice," and they are. So I was like, "Thank you."
Oh, okay.
But yeah, DMs sometimes get a little
easy.
Yeah, but I was saying that.
You manage your own account or?
Nah, Matt helps me like manage a lot of stuff, but I don't think he has access to my DMs though. Like, it's
just posting and stuff.
Yeah, like there'll be times like something's happening. Sometimes I'm at work, so I can't. Sometimes I forget because I don't really care about social media that much.
And guys, do they share you also?
Yeah.
And how does it feel?
Nah, it's alright, man. Like, I mean, I'm straight, but I'm pretty.
What's your best response to them?
If someone says I'm pretty, thanks.
No, I mean, if a guy is telling you, what do you tell him?
Nah, man. Sometimes like there's different types of people. There's also gay people that are weird in their approach. Yeah, cause this dude like once said, he came through. He said like, "You look so good." I was like, "Okay, thank you." And then he comes and says, "Nah, I'm just trying to eat your ass." Like I'm just like, "Yo, whoa." First of all, slow down. Like even if I was approaching a girl, that's not how I start the conversation, you know? Like.
But Chris is being straight. He just wanna let you know, Ray.
Yeah, but I'm not about it. Like at least like, you know, come in gently.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So niggas need to learn how to share, because that one's not the one. But yeah, I'm not phased by it. Like I'm a pretty boy, so I'm gonna attract different types of people.
Pretty boy worldwide.
Worldwide. Yeah, boys and the girls can be attracted, but for me personally, I like women.
But there's this belief, man, Yauri, Ned people are afraid of ladies. And I have a friend who's
People
also
are afraid of ladies.
Ned people
Yeah.
are afraid of ladies.
Hey man.
And I have a friend who's also afraid of ladies.
Shame on him. That's not me though. Hey man, you can be a cool nerd.
Sure.
That's what I'm trying to push. That's the agenda.
Sure.
You can be cool and still like science and still like, you know, Star Trek or whatever you like, or even if you just like ants, bro, you can still be cool. You can make that cool.
And still be into ladies.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the largest number of ladies you have ever dated?
Damn. Why you gotta
before Medium, of course. Before Medium, of course.
Who's Madam, dog?
I don't know the name.
They gotta do this to me. Damn, back in the days, I was still in high school. I think it was grade 9. I was dating 3 girls, but it got too much to handle. So I told them all. My mom found out. Because I felt bad. I didn't want to cheat on anyone anymore. And I decided I wasn't going to cheat anymore.
Sure.
And since then, have I cheated?
Sure.
Nah, I haven't cheated. I just told this girl I had a crush on someone, which was a bad idea. Because she got mad and the relationship ended. I was just telling her I had a crush, that's all.
But you had to tell her your mom found out.
The girls in high school, yeah. I was tired, dog. You have to wake up and say good morning, babe, to 3 people. What you doing again and again. It's a lot of work.
And you have to spend time talking to them.
Got breaky. You have to like strategically.
Ish.
Actually, no, I cheated after that. God damn, Una. Should know better. But it was inside high school still. After high school, I stopped cheating. I said,
yeah, of course. After Medium came to your life.
But you have to be strategic. I'm breaking your toe, ma. You know, you go to that corner, you meet up with that one. In class, so you can sit together and chat. Got break your reading. It was a lot of work. And I had to focus on other things. So I said, my mom found out we're dating. She doesn't want it.
That was your best excuse.
It worked. They didn't ask any more questions.
You told them what I was doing music. Like you were focusing.
I wasn't really serious on music right there. Like I was making music, it was fun, but I don't think it would have been a valid reason to use. Yeah.
Okay. The reason why you do love music a lot, is it because of the love you got from home, or it's just the nature?
Do I love music because of the love from home? No, it's not from the love from home.
No, I mean the reason why you do love music, like your lyrics.
Like love songs.
Yeah, your lyrics.
That's crazy. That sounds like a question my therapist would ask me. Maybe I'm missing love in my life, because I was trying to tell her I'm trying to just be single for a bit. She was like, "Are you sure?"
You are singing?
Yeah. I've been saying, dog. You don't listen.
So meaning the guy who told me this medium was lying at me.
No, I mean there's a person that has the biggest tenders.
Yes.
Nah, I don't play like that, bro. I don't like being all over the place. Like I don't want a lot of people to know me like that. That's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine being like an imaginary character, like just a figment of something somewhere where you don't understand this guy completely, but you're like, that guy's cool. Yeah, don't know me too much.
But do you think you're lacking love? The reason why you're saying that?
I'm lacking love. That's why I'm single.
No, that's why you said you make love song too much.
Not lacking love. I'm a fan of love. Like it's beautiful. How many feelings can be like evoked in you? It's from love alone, and what it makes you do as a person. You want to be a better person just because you know someone made you feel a certain way, and that level of trust and just like stability is just beautiful to me. I like it. Yeah.
What kind of occasion has to occur for you to make a song?
Anything.
Just anything.
Yeah, I could literally. I don't know.
Even after this
right now.
interview, you can make a song.
Like you could probably say something, and I'll be like, that sounds like a song. I make a song.
Like what I told you, life doesn't have a manual book.
Exactly.
You should give a shout out when you make that song.
I'll put it on. Shout out Masters. I'll put you in the split so you can get some Masters.
CT,
Hey.
how do you meet up with CT?
Through my older brother Tondi.
Sure.
They had like a project while they were still studying at MND, the sound engineering school in Pretoria. Nandi or Dada Tondi during one of the holidays. He said, yo, come through with me, meet my friend. We got there and Tondi was like telling him, yo, my brother like makes music too, just, you should work with him. TT was like, oh, yeah. But I thought it was that whole, Joburg conversation. Let's build. At shop. And then when I got to first year, the following year, hit CT. I'm like, bro, I'm in the city now. I want to take you up on your offer. He was like, yeah, come through. Made the first song, was all out. Crazy. That's when I actually decided, yeah, I'm going to do this music thing. Seriously. Yeah.
I think you're so lucky to have people around you, because the same thing that happened to CT happened to Black Coffee. Correct me if I'm wrong. I had a story already. The time Black Coffee had a event or gig around here in Venda. I don't know which year was that.
He was booked, Wild Explosion by Vento Group. Shout out to the boys.
I had already, the person who was transporting him was playing him music.
Yeah.
That's when he started to ask about you.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Who was the guy actually? Who was the driver?
Koyas.
Oh, yes.
Koyas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my brother for life.
Okay.
It could have been strategic, could have been my mistake.
Sure.
He just told me he was playing a bunch of music and he happened to have my song on there.
Sure.
It comes on and Coffee's like, wait a minute, who is this guy?
Imagine.
And Koyas is like, no, it's a kid from around here. He's actually at the same show. He's playing the same show you're going to.
Imagine.
Coffee was like, no, man, I need to meet this kid.
Sure.
And yeah, like, then I don't know. Makitiko actually over Konsitayan. Then did so and look for a vote so phone Korea. She and go far and the 5 amateur na madouch shop.
Sure.
Ore hey man ni guy. Dera di haya. Uruyan. We any show. Dog, it's a Sunday.
Oh, you were done with your performance?
I was done. I don't know if it's you.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a Sunday. I know I'm gonna have to go to church because my mom said you can go to this event, you can come back whatever time, but we're going to church. Cool. Hey man, I wasn't gonna get 7 colors for lunch. It was gonna be bad. But anyways,
sure.
The go tane we are. We are no skani.
Sure.
Ura coffee ukuni todo.
Yo.
Dara. Say less. Hang up. Dara matrika ruku.
You didn't doubt him?
No. Why would I ask any questions? Like,
sure.
Even if I got there and the man just wanted to say hi, it was fine with me. Like, I was a fan.
No, I mean, you didn't doubt the guy was calling you.
Of course. Why would I doubt him? That's my brother. Like,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so go back. We find him like midway through his set or halfway through his set. And I was backstage with his road manager at the time, Greg. Greg's like, yo, bro, we love your sound. You're doing great stuff. You're going far. This man's going to speak to you after he's done. Finishes his set.
Oh, he was still playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They escorted us to the car. I was there, like, everyone's around, When I'm out, cool.
You're feeling like a guy now.
Yeah. I mean, I'd always felt like a guy. It's just people hadn't cars.
You're next to Nat.
But now it's like, yeah, now you're inside.
Sure.
Now they couldn't say anything. So we get inside
you weren't
the car.
taking pictures?
Nah, I've never been like that. Like,
okay.
I've met so many people and it's like, it's only if someone else would be like, let's take a picture, then we'll take a picture. But I'm trying to change that because your memory can only do so much for you. And I think sometimes when I'm sitting down, I just like going through my phone, looking at my pictures and seeing what a beautiful life I've been blessed with.
Damn, I've been there.
Yeah. So now we get in the car, it's like an hour-long drive, and I'm just asking him questions like for advice on how to handle fame, how to stay consistent and how to be humble,
sure.
how to be better at your craft and how you keep growing. And he shared like a lot of beautiful gems in that conversation. And then, yeah, that's got cool, man. And he was like, yo, I want to check this out.
Oh, no, but Nico ready.
Yeah, we were taking him to this private airport because he came in a PJ, bro. And they was moving crazy.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the standard.
Sure.
So, Shitsa, he's like, nah, let's take a picture. I'm just like, oh, we're taking a picture. Rajia Snap, I think you've seen it. I look crusty because I was tired. I told you, it was like 5, 6 in the morning at this point, innit?
And you have to go to church.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we get in the car, he's like, nah, don't worry about it, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. In my head, I'm like, this nigga's about to take my number. So he does that, like he fulfills his promise. It's like really dope meeting you. You're such a cool guy. And I see you going far in your career. And he said he would help in any way he could. I remember asking him to be my mentor, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. And he's made sure that at every like pivotal moment in his career too, he's taken me with. So truly grateful, truly grateful.
When last did you ever talk with him?
Like 2 weeks ago.
What were you talking about?
I was at his event in Joburg.
Okay.
It was the highs. Like, yeah, chill stuff.
And he's still mentoring you?
Yeah, here and there, like, we'll speak. Yeah.
When he won the Grammy Award,
Yeah.
what did it meant to your career?
For me, I wasn't even thinking about myself. Like, the whole time, when people kept on telling me I had won a Grammy, I was just like, bro, it's not my moment. It's not about me.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah. I still want to get on that stage myself. But, man, it was... Let me answer your question. For me, it meant things were possible. And you just had to do things with intention and to care. And to realize that we're not just playing in South Africa. We're not just playing, you know, in the borders, Zavenda, I mean. We're on a global stage at this point. So his win, I think, for a lot of artists in South Africa, in Africa, just affirmed so much and like made us realize that our dreams are valid.
Not to mention the one that we featured on the album.
I mean, yeah, sure. That's cool.
I had a funny story, or ever since you won the Grammy Award,
Yeah.
your parents are watching American content a lot.
Bro, that one's cap, yo.
It's cap.
Yeah, that one's cap.
Is it?
I mean, my dad will watch the news here and there. He likes documentaries too. I think that's where I get it from.
Sure.
My mom doesn't really mess with TV. She'd rather pray.
Where's the certificate, man?
It's at my house.
You should have came with it.
Why?
That one is good luck.
Cool, you good luck. Energy's there.
Danko.
The wisdom's there, bro. Like.
Danko, man. Now you have collaborated with Black Coffee. Who do you think is next?
I don't know. I never know with these things. Like even the black coffee thing felt like an accident. My whole career,
like
my
you
whole
were
life has
planning
felt
it.
like, my whole life's felt like happy accidents. And I think the more I just put myself in the way of opportunity, the more the chances of me landing something great. So I'm just carrying on, going to studio, networking, and being myself. And people seem to like who I am as a person, which is cool.
So like musically, it's not like you sit down and think, this is what I want to achieve.
No, I do. I have goals.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, what I've learned in my life is with a lot of things I wanted, it didn't come when I expected it to, and it didn't come how I expected it to. So I've left the how to God. I just tell him what I want.
Oh, it's not like the thing, space. Because I heard already one of your dreams is to go to space.
Facts. How it's gonna happen, I don't know. Maybe Elon will call me.
Yes.
I don't know.
Law of attraction.
Exactly.
All the best on that, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go to space. Like,
All the best on that, man. Do you think you have made it in life? And why do you say so?
it's crazy. I actually opened a love candy today, and it said, "When you love your work, you're successful." And I'm a fan of me, so I'm successful.
You're not limiting yourself.
Nah, we're not done yet, but I'm successful.
I'm sure your parents and your siblings are very much proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Of the work that you do out there and stuff.
Yeah, like it's dope. It's dope to like represent the family well. And I think even someone like my little brother, I want him to know he's capable of doing so much more, even more than me. I think he's actually way doper than I am. No cap.
Yeah, and big shout out to that, because a lot of people wouldn't take their younger brother to be their manager because they think, he's young, doesn't know anything.
Bro, young people are the littlest people on earth. They might not have the experience and they might lack knowledge somewhere, but when a younger person has a passion for something, they're willing to go learn about it. Like, I was watching this Mr. Beast video on Forbes.
Mr. B as in Mr. Bean or
Mr. Beast.
Oh, Beast. Okay.
The craziest YouTuber. Check him out. Like, he's dope. He's a success story worth following. But he was speaking about how when he was like 17, 19, all he did was obsess over YouTube and figuring out why videos went viral. And he studied it to a point where he studied, but also practiced it to a point where he's clocked it. Like every video of his now is doing like 50M. And he's spending ridiculous amounts of money. Like he has a different understanding of money to what a normal person would right now. Like you literally go visit him and he just be like, oh yeah, here's 10,000 rand, $10,000 cash. Out of nowhere. But besides the money, like my point here is when a young person is passionate about something, they're willing to study it and learn so much about it. And I think that's where the gold is. Yeah, because so we have to keep like grooming younger people, the younger generation into that, so they can stand on our shoulders and be better. That's what we want. That's what I feel like the politicians should be doing.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Mr. Yukumra phone off. I want you to listen to something, man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I want you to listen to something, man. I'm sure you will be so proud of what you're about to hear.
Okay.
Let's do this, ne?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, my guy. I just wanna play you this audio so that you must know your siblings are that proud of you.
I really wonder what you're about to play, but
say it to him. I think I would say, yeah, for sure. Watching you grow, you know, over the years and seeing you make so much progress with your music has really been inspiring, and I'm super proud of who you are and where where you're going. Keep dreaming as big as you've always done. And you know what? The world is your oyster. Never let anything that does not understand who you are, anything or anyone that does not understand who you are, dim your lights. Keep being authentic and keep doing all that you want to do, because only you can stop yourself.
Damn, that's
I love you so much.
Ah, man, that's beautiful. That's
Who's
a real
that?
beautiful message. That's my older brother, Tundi.
Sure.
Yeah.
If he was watching, what would you say to him?
Man. You're a ticking time bomb. And I hope you can see that for yourself. And you've inspired me so much and helped me grow so much, not only as a musician, but as a human being. And I still think you're way more talented than I am. And I want to see that talent feed you the same way you've been feeding into it. And my prayer to God is for all of us to see our dreams realized. Yeah.
Ah, that's a good one.
And I love you.
You love him too.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to wrap this interview with an IQ test. At the end of every interview,
Jesus Christ.
we do an IQ test. I have 5 questions for you. It's a true or false IQ test. Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it. That's not really IQ if it's true or false.
It's an IQ test because I'm testing your IQ.
Are you sure, my brother?
Let's start.
Let's start.
Let's start. Question number 1.
Yeah.
The world's first programmer was a woman. True or false? Because you are into
False.
software engineering, ne?
Yeah, false.
Sure. False?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the first programmer? World's first programmer?
And I can't remember the name, but I think someone like Von Neumann, he pretty much like did a lot for computing in general. Yeah.
The answer's true, bruh.
It's not, bro. I studied this.
But I googled this.
Google it now. Google it again.
I will Google it again. Don't worry.
It depends also. What are you talking about? A language or what? But that's
Just
the thing.
Programming in whole.
In what?
In whole, like.
It's not a woman.
Is it?
It's not a woman.
You know, but when I was doing my research,
Yeah.
the answer was Ada Lovelace. That was
Lovelace.
19,
Oh my God.
1850.
Bet. I was wrong. You were right.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're right.
Thank you. 1815.
Yeah.
You know that Google don't lie, ne?
Google lies.
It's fine. It's fine.
Google lies.
As long as the answer is true.
Bet.
Question number 2. The first computer in the world was invented by Charles Babbage back in 1822.
Babbage sounds familiar. This is more a history test than it is an IQ test at this point.
It's the same, Chief.
I'm gonna just go with false for the fun of it.
That's true.
Hey man, I'm getting all wrong. We're going 0 for 5.
No, you will get this last 3. Question number 3. The first version of Google was released in October 1996.
How am I supposed to remember this?
You're into
October
software
ni-
programming, bruh.
I'm into it. It doesn't
Sure.
mean I'm gonna know every fact about it, innit?
Sure.
And that's the problem with school. Wait, you say what date?
The first version of Google was released in October 1996.
I'm just gonna go false for everything.
Yeah, this one is false.
See, I was eventually gonna be right. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
The answer is August 1986. Question number 4. This one you will get it. Venda was once independent.
True.
Because you were telling me about it.
Yeah.
The last one, Lesotho is one of the countries inside South Africa.
Lesotho is a country.
Inside South Africa.
It is inside, isn't it? Like geographically, you
Sure,
mean? It's
sure.
not part of South Africa.
It's not part.
Lesotho.
Is.
It's not a part of South Africa.
No, it's true, but it's part of South Africa. It's
This
inside
is
South
not
Africa.
a part of South
No,
Africa.
just that they are borders, but it's inside South Africa.
Okay, that's why I was trying to make sure. Because syntactically, right?
Sure.
That's why I said not a part of South Africa, but it is geographically inside South
Oh,
Africa.
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. At least you got 3 out of 5.
That's not bad.
So you
I
passed.
passed.
You passed.
Shout out.
You passed, man. Tell me about this thing of software engineering. What do you do, or what are you working on?
Right now, it's we're building an HR application.
Okay.
The main one was to track time. So, mutu achisika mshimoni the clock or ndo jena. Yeah, achichaisa. It's just a button on your phone or on your computer.
Oh, okay.
And what it does is tracks all those hours plus your overtime. And then it uploads to another system that they were using already that calculates your bonus and whatnot. So we're basically dealing with me or about.
So it's just you or the company that you're working on?
That's a company I'm working for.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you will sell the app to other companies?
I mean, I was working as an employee, so they own that. That's a problem with it.
Oh, okay.
It's like if I was making songs for a record label.
Oh, okay.
That's how I see it.
Okay. For sure you know this, ne? What do you think is lacking for us to have an ATM for coins as a software engineer?
We need to move away from physical money completely.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's outdated.
And use what, cards only? Or what?
Your phone, the easiest thing.
And what about the old ones that don't know how to operate smartphone?
Fair. Cards.
So we don't even need to go to the coins ATM?
No. That would be moving backwards. That would be like asking people to stop using cars and use bicycles again. I'm not against bicycles if our city is allowed, but I'm just saying, like, from an engineering perspective. Yeah.
No, I feel you, man. I think that's it that I had on today's episode. Thank you very much for coming on the podcast, man.
Thank you,
I
man.
really appreciate it. I really appreciate
Appreciate
it.
you.
And all the best. When you go to the space, don't forget us, ne?
I won't. I'll be looking at everybody down on Earth going down. I really live on this small ball. Yeah.
Una Rhymes, thank you very much for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it, man. From myself and the rest of Masters Podcast team, Narazava Twatir, Mushat.